All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me, which you all know is like 400 cards. It always ends up being that. Anyway, in this reading, this is a pretty important reading. I think it's kind of a cool reading. I've asked the fickle old gal universe to tell me, since all the energy, especially since, well, probably going all the way back to Valentine's Day or the end of January even. The energy is, but especially at the end of February, or March, excuse me. The energy has been coming towards you from somebody who's turning around, coming back. Yep, the energy's there for sure. We're seeing a lot of people, and I'm hearing from a lot of people who were hearing from their person and never thought they would. Well, this is for those of you where that's going to happen, or those of you where it's already happened. Okay, this can be a little profile here. This is who's showing up, or who showed up. Either or. So if you're one of the people, which the majority of you are, where your person is returning, your runner is coming back. Who's coming back? What can you expect? All right? What are they going to be like? What are they going to be thinking and feeling? For those of you where they've already come back, this will tell you a little bit about what's in their head and what's in their heart and what's in their soul. All right? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Hey, I can't make any promises. General reading. 20,000 people watching it. All right? I'm not some warlock from the mountain. But I can read energies, and I know what's here, and I'm pulling from the Witch's deck, and this deck loves me. It really does. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. So even if you find it after your person returns, oh, didn't Steve do that reading a while back? I'm going to go check that out. Well, good. It's for you then. Hello and welcome. All right, so who's showing up? Okay? Or who already did. But for most of you, it's who's showing up. Because they're coming back. And I can tell you, this is beautiful. I love this pre-shuffle. It's the Ace of Cups. It's I'll tell the story. Here's the affecting energy. When I talk to the universe, it gives me answers. All right? It always does. Even if it's a rapper on the ground, it gives me answers. And I'm not talking about a guy who does rap music laying on the ground. I mean like a rapper from a restaurant or something that's got something written on it, all that kind of stuff. I get answers. Well, I get them with cards a lot quicker. It's a nice medium. And I've got the Ace of Cups. Someone who's coming in is holding back a little bit, but they're feeling a lot. They're showing up because of this Ace of Cups. It's love not given. It's sealed with cellophane. It's grandma's casserole that nobody wants, stuffed in the back of the fridge. Well, they thought they didn't want it anyway. It's crossed by the world. It's all brought to you by the new cycle we're moving into. And I keep saying that. Look, it's a sunny day on this card. That background picture of the sky here and all of that, all right, that's the kind of weather we're moving into. They can see clearly now the rain is gone. Now, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden somebody who's not good at being vulnerable or afraid to be vulnerable is going to all of a sudden start crying and open up. But they're going to let a little out. A little of it's coming out, all right? It's because of this, the High Priest. This is the Hierophant in this deck. And it's because this person on a spiritual level is changed. You know how they say science shows us that people who smoke or people who do drugs or people who drink, they're changed on a DNA level. Their brain chemistry changes. It rewires itself. Well, this is talking about the soul. This person's been rewired in the soul from crossing paths with you. It was like love, heroin. You know, they're completely different. All right? Once you see the Empress, once you cross paths with the Empress, you got to bang the Empress. The Empress is the divine feminine. That's most of you watching. In this cycle, it's been primarily DMs, divine masculines, that did the running. Not all, but most. And this person's changed, whether they're DF or DM. And you're changed too. Both sides have. That's the thing. Have you changed on the same level? I don't know. I'm pulling on their energy. It's up to you what you do with them when they show up. But they're showing up wanting to give some of the love they've been holding on to. It's like a volcano erupting. It's because of the new cycle we're in. It's because of the profound changes in the soul that have happened. And right here, it's someone who wants to fix things. The Six of Wands. Now again, this is minor arcana. And when I talk to the universe and it gives me minor arcana, I know it's up to their free will. This is telling me all your people are going to be different. Just like people coming back from battle or people who are successful. Some of them are humble. Some of them are assholes. Some of them are just a little high on themselves. You know, everybody behaves a little differently. Your person's going to behave a little differently, but they all want to fix this. None of them want this gone. All right, there's a good chance for victory here. and stability. A lot of your people were married, okay? Some of them, when they return, they might still be. And I want you to keep that in mind. Don't get in your head about that if your person is still with the other person when they show up. Make sure you found your inner Empress energy, my DFs that are watching. Alright? The Empress is nobody's third wheel, or as they say in psychology, nobody's fractal. Alright? The Empress, a fractal is a third party that has, you know, some influence, a third wheel, if you will, kind of a thing. Four of Pentacles here. They're going to hold back a little bit, but they definitely all want to work on things. They're all working on themselves. They've all done some, those are the ones that show up. The ones that have done at least a little work on themselves. I wouldn't call this a dark night of the soul, the Eight of Pentacles, but I would call it somebody who's done some work on themselves. Let's shuffle the deck. I promised you 3 quick cards and a bottom card. I gave you my pre-shuffle. I don't have to, but I do. I have been for quite some time now. So, someone showing up who's got a lot of love for you, it's because of the new cycle we're in. It is. That's why so much energy is coming towards you. And that's why they're on your mind a lot. Someone who's changed a lot. You know, in our 3-card sandwich here at the bottom, it's a new cycle sandwich. It's somebody who's really changed. They can't hold on to this. I see this as like an erupting volcano of love. They can put the cellophane on it, but there's too much pressure inside. It's just going to leak out. You know, cellophane's not enough to hold it. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go. Let's see here. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card on that pre-shuffle. Who's showing up or who already did? For most of you, it's somebody showing up. For most of you, they haven't shown up yet. But let's see. It doesn't matter whether they did or didn't. This is what you can expect. Let's see where we go. 3 cards and a bottom card. Jesus, that's amazing. The bottom card is the Queen of Pentacles. I wasn't expecting that. I'll have to see what the center card is here in a minute from the top, because that's what this is crossing. That's what this is the affecting energy of. But this Queen of Pentacles, this is how they see you. What the universe is saying here, I don't know what's going to fall here, but the energy off this is very clear. They're actually showing up because you didn't chase them. It's somebody, and that can be good, it can be bad. That's not really a reason to show back, you know. Okay, all right, we'll see where we go. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It depends on your situation. I got 20,000 different situations here, so I assume you're all not dealing with the same person. That'd be pretty awkward. 10 of Pentacles. Jesus Christ. Okay, the center card that my girl here, you, the Queen of Pentacles, is crossing, male or female. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm right. I'm sorry. I don't like it sometimes when I'm right. I know. I'm right. For a lot of you, whoever is coming back because you didn't chase. You hurt their ego in some way, and they're hurt by it's a combination of 2 things. They see your value. I can phrase it like that, right? They know you're the shit. Can I phrase it like that? Everybody will get it. The shit. You're the shit. Okay? But also, in another layer of energy kind of swirling around it, you didn't chase them. I've told you this before. Nothing they did that usually works on other people worked on you. Usually this person, whoever this runner is, can just blow people off. For some of you, this is someone that people want to know, right? They might be popular in some way, you know, or just very good at their job, or, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you went off and thrived. That's part of the reason they're coming in, because this is like, you can almost think of this, if the Queen of Pentacles isn't enough for you, and it might make more sense if it'd be the same thing if this was a 9 of Pentacles, right? And my girl on the card that's got a falcon, you know, if you're good enough to get a falcon, you're pretty awesome in my book. You know, it's somebody who saw you, they admire your independence. The reason I say that is because it's 10 wands. They're coming in because they just can't. It's corny to say they can't live without you, right? There's some song, what is it? I can't live if living is without you. You know, that kind of fucking song. It's like that, ringing in my head right now. I don't know who sings that, one of those Super Trampy or Air Supply type bands. But anyway, then the Magician. We're going to have to pull some clarifiers here. Okay. So regardless of what I said, they're still coming back. They're coming back for 2 reasons. Again, it's sort of layered together. They see your value. They know they fucked up. It's a great big giant I fucked up upright here. And again, it's a great burden on them because they're intimidated by you a little bit. The Queen of Pentacles is tough to talk to because she doesn't need anything or anyone, male or female. Doesn't need them. It's that energy of the Empress. Might as well be an Empress here. I'm going to look underneath it and see what's here. Oh, yeah, it's two energies. It's two of Pentacles. It's two of Pentacles crossing this. It's the two energies I was talking about. It backs up my energy read big time. And it's a huge burden for them. And that burden is, you saw it in the Ace of Cups in the pre-shuffle, right? That Ace of Cups was exploding and it was leaking out at the top. I said it was like a volcano. This is very heavy. It's very heavy energy here. These cards are read center, left, right. Very heavy. They're coming back because they can't take it anymore. They just can't take it anymore. It's a lot. They think about you a lot. Okay? So the person that's coming back, those are the reasons. Those are the center cards. Okay? That's the baseline. That's where we begin from. So they show up. And they show up looking for 10 Pentacles. Looking for the real 10 Pentacles. Wanting something that they missed out on. Wanting to rematerialize something that they missed out on. Hoping to, but the problem is with this magician, is it's an energy of someone, it's an energy of a magician, right? They pull rabbits out of the hat. This is someone who might want to glaze over what happened here. All right, because in part, but if you think about it, it makes sense. If you're intimidated to talk to somebody, if you think the Queen of Pentacles, that's you in this equation, might rip their head off, right? If you think the Queen of Pentacles might rip your head off, you're going to be a little nervous about going to talk to the Queen of Pentacles. So you might not bring up any hot topics, right? Like, wasn't it funny? Remember that time I told you to fuck off and I didn't love you? That was great. Good times. Good times. Yeah. You might not bring that up unless you're a fucking idiot. So I don't think your person's an idiot. Your person's an old soul if they're part of this soulmate cycle. They may not access that soul. They might not be very good at it. You know, so they come across to me sometimes like an idiot. But the only idiot your person is an emotional idiot. That's all. And that's really all it is. They're just not good at processing emotions. So yeah, a little trickery, a little rabbit out of the hat, a little 3-card Monty on the corner. Okay? They want to put in a puff of smoke, get what they missed out on. And this is what they see they missed out on. A goddamn golden retriever. A real dog. Right now in their life, they got one of them little dogs. One of them. Right? It's a real dog on the card. It's nice. It's got the whole family here. It's nice. And I'm not trying to offend anybody who's got a little dog. Do I sound like somebody who would have a little dog? No, I do not. The golden retriever. That's a dog. Okay? But hey, you do what you want to do. In my house growing up, we had Irish setter because my father was a hunter and they were good bird dogs. But anyway, aside from that, I get my opinions on dogs from my father. If they can't bring a bird back, what good are they? Okay, there you go. Anyway, this person wants this 10 of Pentacles. They're not going to bring up any hot topics. All right? But I want you to know that they're holding on to a lot of love for you. I'm going to pull on this. Well, you know what? I'm going to pull on, I've already told you about the burdens that are here. I get that. But I want to pull on the 10 of Pentacles and I'm going to pull on the Magician. Okay? And we'll just take a look a little bit more information here. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here? Now this is what they would, this is like a woulda, coulda, shoulda upright. Okay? This is what they're after. This is how they're trying to get it. And but that's fine. You know what? I'm almost cool with it because I'm telling you about it. You're not going to be surprised or fooled. You need to bring up the hot topics is my point. They're not, you know, and they're not. It's like I told you, they're not going to come up to you and say, remember that time I told you I didn't love you and you should fuck off? They're not going to say that. You're going to need to say, remember that time you told me you didn't love me and to fuck off? What was that about then? Right? Well, let's see. Let's see. We might find out a little bit around the 10 of Pentacles here. I don't know. Let's see. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here, universe? Why? Here's my sandwich at the bottom. I got a sandwich of crossing energy here. And you know what? I'm going to make it 4 cards because this guy wanted to show his face. The affecting energy of the 10 of Pentacles, it's all right here. It's a Page of Wands, an Ace of Wands, an 8 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Somebody been lying about something. Somebody lied to themselves. Somebody lied to you. You're dealing with a person here. I got the 7 of Swords bookending the Page of Wands. is somebody who's emotionally immature, who's prone to run, okay? They want a new beginning with you, but it's somebody coming in who is a little broken-hearted. Usually the Eight of Cups is somebody walking away from 8 broken cups toward their happiness, etc. This person, because the Seven of Swords is here, these cards are basically like this. You know, the Page of Wands crossing the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we got emotionally immature conversations, starting off something new. They want to crack at this, what they missed out on. And then I've got the Eight of Cups crossed by the Seven of Swords. And then underneath that, I didn't know it was there, but it's perfect. It's the Five of Wands. All those conflicts, all those arguments and all of that. It's somebody who, again, normally this is somebody who's walking away from 8 broken cups toward happiness. The person who shows up in front of you is someone who is still a little bit tempted to run if things get too hot. They're emotionally immature still a little bit. So you're going to want to be careful about that. That's why the Magician's here. You know, again, we only got the Eight of Pentacles with their soul's journey. And I'm not trying to be negative here. That's actually, the fact that they show up proves how much they love you, because they could easily get away. It's like we talked about with our November song from our November overview reading, Helplessly Hoping, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Again, someone who lingers, saying that they're lost and choking on hello. People don't linger when they're not interested. Okay? They hang around. And this person, a little bit of deception here, a little bit of a desire to sneak away and go back to something that, even though it's 8 broken cups, they're still kind of holding on to the 8 broken cups. I get a strange feeling that for some of you, if your person's married, they're still married. Okay? They still might be. So keep that in mind. Hedging their bets a little bit, like magicians do, you know. Sleight of hand kind of a thing. It could be. I can't blame them. They're emotionally immature. I'm not going to hold that against them. It's going to be up to you to bring up the big topics, okay? You've got at least one person has to be the grown-up, and it looks like it's the DF, all right, in that respect. All right, let's see what's on top. 8 Wands. Yeah, they're coming in. It's passionate communication, but I do understand, and I said it was fitting, why this 5 of Wands is here. It could, 8 of Wands on top of 10 Pentacles can be somebody talking fast, especially with the Magician energy, because this is tied. These are bookends. So again, I have to take this into consideration. Everything's connected here. They're under a lot of pressure in their mind. It's scary to talk to you. They're coming to talk to the Queen of Pentacles. They're very scary. They don't want to bring up any hot topics. They don't want to fuck things up. They could be a little nervous. This is fast talking, right? It's fast forward movement. It's conversation. It's communication, but it's fast. All right? It's someone who wants to fix this and fix it fast. Wants a new beginning. Yes. What else? Queen of Cups. And what's the third card? Justice. Wow. Wow. Okay. Justice is bookending the 8 of Wands. On the one level, the universe is saying there is a big, strong possibility here for 10 Pentacles. Whoever's coming towards you sees you as the real 10 of Pentacles. They definitely know they fucked up. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of love here. Okay? I want to call her the Desert Queen, but I can't because I see the water here on the card. It is someone who has all of this love. They might not be sure how to give it, though. Keep that in mind. Justice is here. The conversation, at the very least, will make you happy from this person, because this is balanced energy. They're coming to fix something, to take another crack at this. I just think the Magician is here, and they try not to push any buttons or anything like that because of all this burden, all right? Because of this 10 of Wands. It's a very heavy card. I'm going to check the Magician here and then decide if I'm going to pull any cards on the 10 of Wands. Let's just check the Magician real quick, all right? Why is the Magician here? Tell me about the Magician energy. Actually, never mind why it's here. I know why it's here. Tell me about the Magician energy, universe. What is this Magician energy? Yeah, there it is. Nervous. It's a jackrabbit in a brush fire, jumping around left and right. It's 9 of Swords, pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey. Again, what I tell you, they're not going to bring up any hot topics. This just backs me up. That's the affecting energy. They're in their head too much. When we get in our head too much, I said this energy was connected. It's bleeding over when I read the 8 of Wands. We tend to talk too fast. We tend to say the wrong thing. We tend to get nervous. This person's nervous. I know that from that 10 of Wands. You know, when we're under burden, this is someone who basically told you they're not interested several times for some of you, or was completely silent for a long period of time for a good number of you. Showing back up because they don't want this to be over. They like it. But in a strange way, I think they like the attention from it more than they understand how to process the love from it. The Queen of Cups gives the full cup of love. All right? There's both energies attached to this. That's what's confusing. I might pull a crossing card on that when I'm done with the Magician. King of Cups. Okay, I may not need to. I see. Okay, so you know how to give the cup. That's why the two energies is attached. That's their energy. You might know how to give the full cup of love. You're the divine feminine. You know how to give it. You know what you want. You're not accepting anything that doesn't even come close to this. You're not accepting 9.5 pentacles. You want 10 pentacles. You want the full deal. This person is still a little bit afraid to open up, afraid to be vulnerable. So they might show up a little more practical than what you're used to. Okay? You're getting someone who's a little more practical than what you're used to. I want you to work with that. There's just this energy that's here. All right? It's a balancing energy. This card's been coming up a lot here in my April-y kind of time frame readings. This energy here is very balanced. It's up to you to bring the balance. I can see that very clearly, because this person, there's no balance here. All right, this is, oh my, worried, 9 of Swords, worried about how much to reveal. All right, you want to see it? I'll give you some transparency. They're worried, up all night, 9 of Swords, about how much to reveal. So they plan it, and they figure, I just won't mention any hot topics. We won't talk about love, right? And we'll just, you know, keep it kind of grounded and see where we go. You might be inclined to talk about love. It might make them nervous. It might not. Fuck them if it does. You got to get your answers if you want your happiness. You're not accepting less than this, and they know that you're this. 10 of Pentacles. What's on top of the King? The Laughing King in this deck. The King of Wands, the Burger King. They're doing this. The Magician. I said, tell me about the energy of the Magician. The Magician is nervous. It's here. It's somebody glazing over things, glazing over the past, glazing over what might happen. The Magician is nervous. They're up all night, so they're worried about how much to tell. So here it is. They're gonna. The Magician energy is here because somebody's doing it their way. Somebody's playing the Burger King card. All right. They're doing it their way, the way they feel comfortable. Does that make sense? They're talking to you the way they feel comfortable. All right. Otherwise, they can't do it. It's too much of a burden. All right, they're coming in because you're not chasing them, and they don't want this to be over, and they feel all this love in the Ace of Cups, but they're doing it their way. This is my center card of the 3 I'm pulling here, and you're over here. You're the center card on this side. This is mostly your energy because the King of Cups came out here to represent them. But both of your energies are attached to this. You both feel the love, but you want to talk about it. You want to give it. But you can't give love to somebody who's not willing to receive it. This King of Cups needs to open up. You might need to play their game. Just like when you go to the magic show, right? You play the game. You know it's fake, but you watch it anyway, and you go, ooh, you know he really didn't materialize a rabbit. You know, it was just under the table, and the hat's got a flap at the bottom. Ha, ha, ha. But you play along, okay? Am I clear there? Does that make sense? Okay. Play their game. It's the only way they can come in and talk to you. All right? They can't meet you on your terms. But you need to find some kind of happy medium here to bring the balance. Otherwise, they can't have 10 pentacles with you. They can't have the golden retriever. All right? What's on top of the king of my Laughing King here? The Burger King, the King of Wands, ego, pride. Look at this. Look at this shit. It's all love. You both feel the love. I said both your energies are attached to that Queen of Cups. In essence, in general core energy. You both feel it. I got the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is bookending the King of Cups. They're going to give a little, but they're only going to give as much as they feel comfortable giving in this cup of love thing. And that's where the Magician's here. That's why it's a little bit of trickery. That's why we had the 7 of Swords at the bottom. Remember my sneaky deaky card that I showed you. There's a little bit of, again, holding back from this person. I need you to my advice, and you don't have to do my advice. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Be your own person. All right? Be your own little DF. Do whatever you want. I would pretend, just like I said, like you do when you go to a magic show. You know, suspend your disbelief. Let them have their show, okay? And let them talk. And then dole out your love as much as you're comfortable doing. Get what you need out of this, okay? Now, all of this is great, and they're definitely showing up. This is an energy of someone who has shown up. All right, we're here. Here we are. Here's your cup. All I see is him handing me the cup. I don't see anything else on the card. The energy is just coming off of his head, his arm, and the fucking cup. And a little bit of the horse's ears. Okay, I'll be honest with you. But that's about listening. You know, that's sort of a note to me to tell you, just let them play their game. All right, they don't know how to be vulnerable. It's a real burden for them, though. That Ace of Cups is tied to this. And that Queen of Pentacles that's crossing here. My God, this person sees you. I did a reading earlier today for Libra. And if that resonates with you, if that title resonates with you at all, no matter what your sign is, go watch it. Because it's somebody who, there was just admiration in the energy of someone who watched that person, that Libra person, grow and you know, spied or even just daydreamed about them. There's just this person. For a lot of you, I guess the easiest way to sum it up is, for a lot of you, this person thinks you're out of their league. And I can tell you are, based on the energies here. The Queen of Cups, when it comes to love, is the King of Cups here is very small compared to this. He doesn't give the full cup. She gives the full cup. They both hold the Ace of Cups. All right? Notice I say you are the Ten of Pentacles to this person. I didn't say they are to you. If they want to be to you, fine. Let them play their game their way. Go ahead, Burger King. Go ahead and give me the Whopper your way. Knock yourself out. But if it's not right for you, you know, if it doesn't balance you, if it doesn't tick your boxes, they don't get the Ten of Pentacles. In other words, you have all the power, which is what drives this person crazy. That's what a lot of times what I mean by you're not chasing them, is you have all the power. This person's used to being in control. This is an energy that's used to, they're coming up as two kings here and a knight. Those are very controlling energies, okay, especially the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands makes you believe anything's possible. Don't worry about it, baby. We're good. We're good. No, it's always bullshit. It always is. It can, well, depending on the energies around it. I think in this case, they've lost control with you, and that's where the burden is. They don't know how to express these emotions. So again, let them play the game, but make sure you know, they're not going to bring up the hot topics. Make sure you do. Maybe not on the first conversation, but on the second. If you do it on the first conversation, you'll have to gauge it. It's up to you. I think they might run. I think those energies told me they might run. So with that Seven of Swords there, you know, I don't know. Let them do it their way. You want this person to reach out to you. You want this person. Even if they're still married to somebody else on the other side, the fact that they're reaching out to you. You know, let them do it their way. Let them ease into it. If you want. If you don't, hit them with the full cup of love, Queen of Cups, and watch and get your own justice and watch them run for the hills. But you decide whether they get the Ten of Pentacles, not the other way around. They see you as the Ten of Pentacles. Now it's a great burden because they got to come get it because you're not chasing them. Everybody else chases them. Why aren't they chasing? You know, that kind of thing. Well, too bad. Okay. Why is the Ten of Wands here? I'm just going to pull on the Ten of Wands real quick. Well, I just want to see. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands energy. Anything else here? Is there anything else I can pull out of this deck about this Ten of Wands energy? Yeah. It's mostly made. This Ten of Wands is mostly made up of fear. It's the Four of Pentacles. It's my card of the miser. They're very fearful people. Anybody from the South will tell you. We got a lot of misers down there. Very fearful people. Don't ever go into one of their yards to get a ball. I can promise you that. You'll be staring down the barrel of a 12 gauge. But I'll tell you what. I think they get past it because they're fearful. The fear here is a combination of a fear of approaching you, yeah, because you're the Queen of Pentacles, but it's also a fear of losing you, and I think that's heavier. I think that's what most of the wands are. I think 3 of those wands is the fear of approaching you, and 7 of those wands is the fear of losing you. And that's why I think they take action. There's 10, 7 plus 3. You get it? Okay. Anyway. Yep, that's why. It's not enough. It's not, the universe is telling me. It's just backing me up. You know, if you've been here a while, when I talk, the universe either backs me up or puts egg in my face. I'm not getting any egg today, although I did have eggs this morning. I'm not getting any right now. I meant for breakfast, of course, not on video. The universe is saying there's a burden here. I asked, tell me more about this 10 of Wands energy. And verbatim, what the universe is saying is there's a lot of burden here. It's mostly fear, but it's not enough to stop them. Chariot. They come in. And it's the divine masculine that drives the chariot. The emperor drives the chariot. They're coming in. They're taking control of things, and they're coming in. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to tell us. We pulled 3 on each side. Let's pull 3 here. Okay. Oh my God. Are they? Oh fucking hell. Spank bank. They are attracted to you beyond belief. And look, it's in the same position here. These two are very attracted to each other. But I'm talking about your person here. That's just positioning. That's the energy. So you can see the energy. Okay. It's talking about this person is very attracted to this. So you're showing up here as very attractive to your person with this Queen of Wands. And this is often the energy of this. It's fire hot energy in this Witch's Tarot. Alright? And that's part of the burden. We're pulling on the energy of the 10 of Wands. Why is it so heavy? Why are they so afraid? This person's afraid because even if they're married, they're not as attracted to their spouse as they are to you. They'd rather be banging you. They might be screaming your name out during love-making sessions. And I wouldn't even call it that. The attraction here is huge. That's all I can say. And that's part of the reason they're coming in. All of this 10 of Wands is why they're coming in. It's the catalyst. It's the launching point. So they're coming in. They're fearful, afraid of talking to you, but more afraid of losing you. And my center card here is an extreme level of attraction. What's on touch? Son of a bitch. It's unreal. It's the Knight of Swords. Yeah. They're driven towards you. So we're pulling a reading on the person already shows up. Who's showing up? The person who's showing up is someone who, and this is a lot of stuff that you wouldn't know, okay? Because they're probably showing up a little bit closed off, a little bit anyway. They're showing up in a way that makes them comfortable, glazing over the past. But the reason they're there, just know that deep down underneath this person, this is how we get inside them, is this row right here. Inside of them, they're nervous to talk to you, piss running down their leg, peeing themselves, because they're extremely attracted to you. They know they're never going to find anyone better. And they're trying to keep control of things. I said earlier, this is a person who likes to be in control. It is. I see that from their Laughing King, Burger King, King of Wands energy here. They're trying to keep control. So they're doing that by being a little bit closed off. Don't let it fool you. We started this reading with a pre-shuffle that opened with the Ace of Cups. It's a lot of love, okay? It is. And both of you are representing here in energy with this Queen of Cups. There's a lot of, it's mutual, okay? It is mutual. There's a lot of love here. It's someone, though, who's a little bit shut down, but they're only doing it because they're peeing themselves over you. You're literally nervous to talk to you and hope that, because they see you as the 10 of Pentacles, hope that they don't say something stupid, so they're trying to sort of just glaze over some things. I see this all the time. I've pulled this energy before. People who glaze over things, your person's, I've told you a million times if you've been here a while, your person's a carpet sweeper. They like to be in control. Well, this is all carpet sweeping. This is carpet sweeping of emotion here. And it's dangerous, okay? But they do have something. They're probably going to tell you something very important when they show up. Something that's, again, doing it their way. Something that's important to them. This is one of the, for all the love that's here, and I'm just going to share an opinion. You can do what you want with it. I don't care. All right, it's just my opinion. But for all the love that's here, okay, that I feel that's here, that's driving this person towards you, what they feel, regardless of what they're suppressing or anything like that. For all of it that's here, this is a very selfish person still. You're going to have to get past that. You're going to have to try to work with them on that or call them on that. It's the one thing they seem to be masking. I don't know if they're superficial, materialistic, I can't say. But I know the smell and taste of selfish energy, and it's here. And that's indicative of the King of Wands, yes. It's the King of Wands having to do it their way is why they're holding back the Cup of Love. The King of Cups holds the Ace of Cups. We opened with an Ace of Cups. They're holding it back because of this behavior here. They want to do what's comfortable. They want to do it their way. It's as though you wanted to go on a bike ride with somebody, right? You want to go on a bike ride with them, and they're used to riding a bike with training wheels on it. All right, and you're like, no, take the training wheels off. We're going on a trail. You know, you can't have the training wheels on there. And they just insist on having the training wheels on because it's the way they usually ride. And they just want to keep things the same. This person is trying to come into something the way they would usually approach love relationships. And they can't do that because this is not a usual love relationship. This is a deep soul or twin flame connection. It is an extremely powerful connection. It's extremely divinely guided. And take note on this table. I have two divine couples. I have the King and Queen of Cups, which you're both reflecting as, and I have the King and Queen of Wands, which also is a reflection of energy of you guys on a specific topic in this case. But still, I have two. That tells me how powerful this is. Also tells me for a good chunk of you, this is probably twin flame. Two, get it? Twin, get it? Anyway, this is very powerful. They can't approach it this way, just like you can't ride that trail with training wheels on your bike. I don't care if you usually ride your bike with training wheels. You don't usually ride it on a dirt trail. You're going to get yourself killed. You got to take the training wheels off. All right? They're coming at you with training wheels because it's how they usually do it. And that's fine. Let them play their game. Let them have their little magic show. And you'll clap. Ha ha ha, yay, magic, rabbit out of the hat, got it, right on, you are a warlock, sir. Okay, but let them have it, but you're also going to have to kind of get it your way too. And your way's a little bit more with the cups. You want someone who's going to give love back at least as close to equal give and take as they can. Or they don't get this Ten of Pentacles from you. Even the bird agrees, and he a goddamn Pisces. I want to point that out. Very sensitive sign. You listen to him. Alright? He's very concerned for you. One thing to take away, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They see you as the Ten of Pentacles. Alright? Yep, they do. Absolutely. That Ace of Cups, all this love here. But you need to make sure that they're your Ten of Pentacles. Alright? Just make damn sure of it. They need to earn this. And this little magic show ain't going to do it. Not for a connection like this. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best for you. I tried to break the energy down. So this is who's showing up. They're showing up their way. But just the fact that they show up speaks volumes. And I'm talking War and Peace size book volumes. Big, giant, big, thick book. Huge book of volumes. Volumes of encyclopedias lining an entire wall. Just this person showing up. Alright, it's a lot. It's a lot for them to do it. A lot of pride and ego here, but also a loss of control as well, like I said. Anyway, but a lot of love. I can tell you that. It's a powerful connection. I hope this reading was helpful. If I helped one person today, I've done my job. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Alright? Good luck, you guys. You got anything else to say? Alright.